Sixth grade, we turned into hoodlums. We had an ancient teacher that persistently nodded off from her desk. It's funny, she lived down the street from me. Her name was Mrs. Addis, Addis. And we took advantage of her lack of awareness, and that was when the Untouchables were a very favorite TV program. Elliot Ness and Al Capone and those guys. And somebody got the idea, let's make slot machines. Let's make slot machines out of cigar boxes. Because back then, every adult we knew, father or grandfather or uncle, smoked cigars. And we had quite a supply of cigar boxes that we could carve into. I don't know how we made them work at all, but we pretended they were slot machines. Well, this was when class was supposed to be going on, and Mrs. Addis was asleep. And she, of course, got discovered because the principal's got his eye on her, and eventually we kind of ran her out of town. But for some reason, there was a hot day in the fall, and so every boy in the class took off his shirt, just because we knew we weren't supposed to. And that's my takeaway from sixth grade. It was a big deal on weekend nights, though, because this was the last year of Lodi High School. And the Lodi High School football team, fall of 1959, was just a monumental I can't find the right adjective now that a sports writer would use, but they were not only undefeated, they were almost unscored upon. And the football field is right down at the bottom of my street, so I got to go to all the games. And it was just a really, really big deal because, you know, it's little old Lodi, and nobody was going to mess with them on the football field. I remember they would have a fundraiser called Donkey Basketball, where donkeys were actually used by the teachers. Usually it was the kind of thing where it's the teachers on one team and the high school athletes on the other team. And it was in the high school gym, and the way that you had to protect the gym floor from being scratched up, you had to tie bags of straw around the hoofs of the donkeys. And so it was a big blast, you know, everybody liked seeing it. The referees had cattle prods. And just to add some excitement to the game, they would, and remember, the only players on the donkeys were the teachers. The referees thought it was great fun to shake up the teachers a little bit by jabbing the donkey in the ass with the cattle prod and giving it a bit of a start. So it was a crowd pleaser. So that was the end of Lodi High School as we knew it. As we entered seventh grade, it became Lodi Junior High School. We got to meet some new students that were in from Lafayette and Chatham. They had their own elementary schools, but they joined us for junior high. So there were new faces. And seventh, eighth, and ninth grade I spent in the halls of Lodi Junior High. I got in trouble with the principal, Charlie Skirvid, because I was selling firecrackers. My dad had done a trip in Texas, and he invited my mom to drive Becky and I down to join them, and he would have a little vacation as he drove us back to Lodi from Dallas. We thought this is all a great idea. My mom liked driving on these little vacation trips. She was, I was a good companion to her, and she was a good driver and drove hundreds of miles, read maps and everything. And So while I was down there, passing through Louisiana or Arkansas or maybe even Texas, I managed to find myself at a fireworks stand on the side of the road where I could buy M80s and cherry bombs and stuff. And my whole goal was I didn't want to just have them to go boom boom, but I knew these had some market value in the halls of Lodi School. So I brought them back to school and surreptitiously sold them. And the principal, Connie Scurvy, got wise to it. And he confronted me in the hallway. He said, I hear somebody's been selling firecrackers. And of course, I didn't confess and I tried to keep a straight face. And he just kind of extended his warning. He says, well, if I find out who that is, I'm going to take a paddle to their ass.
A what?
A paddle to their ass.
Wow.
Oh, but in that era, corporal punishment was always in vogue. I got whacked a few times, and it hurt too. But